Welcome everybody to another episode of Get Fresh, Stoughton's own cooking show. We are so lucky today. We have Joe Deagle here with us. Have you been to Deag's Diner? If you haven't, you are making a big mistake.
Absolutely.
Big mistake.
Yeah.
Joe was on with us last year.
Yes, I was.
And I cooked a great recipe, the crab cakes.
Yes.
And today we're doing seared salmon with fennel, arugula, a lemon vinaigrette, roasted tomatoes. This is going to be a plate, really. We're already getting our forks ready to eat.
Great.
So, Joe, tell us.
Well, it's a quick summer salad. So it's a lemon vinaigrette. You can make ahead. You can put it in the fridge for about a week, and it'll stay nice and vibrant and fresh. Local tomatoes, they're vibrant. They're coming out of the gardens right now.
All right.
Pick them up I have a mixed heirloom bunch, yellows, reds, stripes.
Show that,
yeah,
fellas, that
absolutely.
bag.
Yeah.
They're
They're all different colors. They're just beautiful.
Yeah, there you go.
Take a
Great-
handful.
Great
Look at
little
them.
flavor on all the different ones. We're keeping them whole to roast them in the oven so they keep their vibrant flavor, a little bit of the extra pop instead of cutting them in half and roasting them where they kind of dry out a little bit.
Right.
We're going to keep them whole with adding a little bit of oil, salt, pepper, garlic, and it's a great addition to the salad. With this salad, we're doing pan-seared salmon. I got skin on and skin off to show you the two different things. Some people like the skin, some people don't. So I'll show two different
And
variations.
it's true you can eat the skin,
Yes, you can.
which
And-
I was surprised to learn
Crunchy.
a while back.
Yes.
Yeah, I love
Yes.
a crunchy skin.
A great sear on the skin, nice crunch, adds a little bit roundness to the salad. We have some fresh arugula that gives it a nice peppery taste, paired with the lemon vinaigrette, really makes that pop.
Right.
And the shaved fennel. Fennel has an anise and dill flavor.
So licoricey.
Yes, very licoricey.
I need to taste it because I have heard about it, but I've actually never
Some
used
people
it.
love it, some people hate it. I thinly slice it and toss it with a little salt and olive oil, or sometimes a lemon juice,
salad,
and
yeah.
put it right on top, and it really adds some flavor to that salad. And other than that, just trying to use fresh local ingredients that are
You
available.
do that all the time. I
Yes.
mean, I see your herbs in the restaurant
Yes.
growing, and I have a big herb garden. You must have herbs.
No.
No.
What's the matter with you?
Condo living.
Oh, because you're not
Yes.
home
Somebody
that
else grows
much.
those.
Yeah.
Perfect. But yeah, it's that time of year where everything's really starting to come into the farmers markets, local gardens. I have a little garden
Right.
growing in my backyard. Cherry tomatoes, they grow like crazy, and to be able to add them
Yeah,
to things.
yeah.
I
it-
love tomatoes,
Yes.
and I've been just, kind of mixing them with some olive oil and garlic and sliced up
Yes.
Yeah.
basil,
Yeah.
and just let them
Wonderful.
sit.
Delicious.
Unbelievable.
And yeah, this is like the best time to make a salad. And during the summer, we at my house will live off of salads and some kind of grilled or seared protein,
protein,
and just
yeah.
put it on. And
Yeah.
it's very easy. It doesn't heat up your house.
Right.
And it's
Right,
just
exactly.
It's a,
And you can throw it on the grill too.
yes,
Yeah.
you can. And all these salads you can kind of make ahead,
Right.
and then as people show up, you cook the protein.
Right.
Little hot.
Yeah, so what's your address?
Yeah. You can come
Because I'm
down.
going to be showing up.
Exactly. Well, you can come down to 1261 Park Street and come to Deag's Local Diner, and
Oh,
we have.
absolutely.
I always run special
We do.
salads during the summer,
Yeah.
and add on any of the crab cakes, salmon, chicken, steak tips. And
Just amazing.
It's a great little addition for your summer
Okay.
meals.
You're a great addition to the community.
Yeah,
Thank you very
really
much.
are.
I
Thank you, the
appreciate
foodie.
it.
Yeah, thank you.
So I said to him the other day he should get a bigger restaurant because
Yes.
so many
Yeah.
people love to eat there and all that. So let's get
Do the
started.
tomatoes?
Yes, cherry tomatoes. So we're gonna take the cherry tomatoes, and we're gonna toss those with a
Now,
little
are
bit
they
of.
washed already?
Yep, washed,
Okay.
ready to go. A little bit of salt and pepper to flavor those up.
And that's just kind of to taste?
Yep.
Is that kosher salt?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Little
which is much coarser
garlic.
and more salty tasting.
Third of this, a half
Yes,
of this?
That's, yeah,
What's
that's
that?
perfect.
What
That's
is it?
fresh chopped garlic.
Uh-huh.
And then you gotta add a little bit of olive oil.
2 tablespoons?
2 tablespoons, please. And then toss that a little bit.
I think that should be a little more.
May I just borrow a tosser, please? Oh,
Here.
Yeah,
There
thanks.
you go. And then once that gets a little bit coated, you gotta add a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar.
Okay.
The balsamic vinegar is going to give it a little bit of that sour flavor that's going to make it all come together
Just
and
1
balance
tablespoon?
the sweetness. Yes, please. 1 tablespoon will be enough.
Tablespoon.
Yeah, the vinegar is a lot stronger.
That's perfect.
Lay it all flat on this pan.
Yes, please. Yeah, the pan over there.
What do you need, a
Oops, there it
spoon?
goes.
No, the
Lost
pan
one.
was looking for it.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
So just a roasting pan, just a cookie sheet?
Yep.
Anything like that, just lay them out, spread them out. And what
one
is
got
the
away.
oven set to?
This oven's at 350. We're going to put those in there for about 6 to 8 minutes until they start to blister and,
Yep.
and pop a little bit.
Just want to grab one of those and eat them now.
So as that's in the oven right now,
Yep.
it'll give us a little bit of time. So that's in there for about 6 minutes. Let's get started on the vinaigrette.
Correct.
It's
We got
gonna be-
bowls too.
Yes, it's gonna start off with the lemon juice.
Lemon juice. Juice of 1 whole lemon?
Yes, please.
Now, I've been told that you can use lemon juice in place of vinegar
Yes.
in most salad dressings.
Yes.
So it's milder, softer.
It is.
tasting.
So you want some kind of acidity. Lemon has acid, so you want some kind of acidity that's going to blend with that oil to balance it out. So when you're making a vinaigrette, you want it kind of balanced with your sour and your fat. So
I mean, so could you use limes?
you can
Or
use limes.
Could you use grapefruit?
You can use anything that has acid. For my cilantro lime dressing, I use limes. So for this application, it's going with fish. Lemon and fish pair so
Right,
well
they do
together.
go well together.
So we use the lemon juice for that.
And you see how Carlos squeezed it so that the pitch
Squeeze
stays
it
in
over
his
the hand,
and the
right?
juice
Got plenty
goes
of pits,
in.
only
Yeah.
2 in there.
Perfect.
Good, there we go.
Ah, we dropped our
Yeah.
spoons.
I'm going to trade you out.
Sure,
And if you can chop up half that shallot for me.
sure.
So this is a whole cooking lesson for Carlos, huh? Who knows how to cook already.
Yes.
I don't know,
It
not
doesn't
like
cook as
Joe.
much as he used to, probably.
Probably not.
I cook simpler than I used to.
Me
Maybe
too.
it's summer, maybe it's, getting
Me too.
older, I don't know. It's like,
Well-
I don't really want to
And that's what it is.
do
It's,
complicated things.
no, especially when it's hot outside, you want
Right.
it to be very simple. Simple is delicious.
Yeah, simple is
sometimes,
delicious.
Sometimes we overcomplicate what we make or what we do, and that's our whole philosophy at the diner. Keep it simple. And
Right, but
Fresh,
you use
yeah.
quality ingredients,
Yes.
which is really what always makes everything taste good. And you should do that at home as well.
Yes, anytime you can use fresh over frozen or fresh over processed ingredients, it tastes better. There's higher nutrition value, and
And it's
you're-
much healthier for your gut.
Yes, it
because
is.
I've been reading a lot about that.
Perfect. Yes, it's I really enjoy supporting our local farms and trying to find stuff that is locally made or locally sourced, and that helps out the whole process of. I'm a local business. I want people to support me, so I support the local
Right,
businesses as
that-
well.
that's important.
Yes.
So you're chopping onion, right? Just a small
Shallot.
red onion?
Yeah,
Oh,
just
that's
shallot.
a shallot.
Shallot.
So shallots usually red? I thought they were kind of whitish.
No, you have different. I mean, different as they get larger, they get a little bit more red. That looks good. That
Does
looks
it?
good, Carlos. Yes.
Yeah.
So you can add that into the vinaigrette.
Will do.
That's probably enough right there.
Boy,
It was a-
something
it was a
smells
large-
wonderful.
It was a
It
large
must be the
amount.
tomatoes.
I think that's enough.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, so now we're gonna add the rest of the ingredients. We have Dijon
This was
mustard.
pre-measured before.
He's gonna measure it out now. So
Yeah.
the
Kind of
Dijon-
know, I mean, we brought little
One
bits of
tablespoon
it.
on the Dijon.
1 tablespoon. That's a tablespoon.
That's perfect.
I like the country Dijon.
Equal amounts on the agave. I use
Agave.
agave syrup. It's
Honey, right?
You can use honey if you have honey. I use a lot of agave. It has a lower glycemic index than
Mm-hmm.
regular honey, so the sugar value is lower. It's less sweet.
Right.
It's a little bit.
It's very popular.
Yeah, it is, and it's better for you. So you're gonna mix all that up to get that started. Perfect.
Right.
And then we're gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper to taste.
Smells
Salt,
wonderful
pepper to
already.
Taste. It's about
Yeah.
right
Every
Yeah, that's about
show,
your
any
taste.
cooking shows you watch, when they're criticizing what people have done, they always say, and it didn't have enough salt.
Yes. Then you're gonna do
And
it.
the whole world is now saying, don't salt,
Don't
don't salt,
salt.
don't salt. And that's all chefs are salting.
Yes. Third of a cup of oil.
Olive.
Yes. So you want me to mix
Yeah,
it in? I'll
that'd be
hold
I
great.
mean, are
it.
there
Thank you.
substitutes to salt? Well, what were those flakes? Those flakes?
Oh, those dulce flakes.
Dulce flakes.
Something like that,
Yeah, we just
which is a whole new thing.
See, that's emulsifying. So you want to put all your base in first. So your Dijon, your onion, your acid. So we use lemon as our acid.
Right.
You can use oil. You can use any kind of vinegar, white wine vinegar, apple cider vinegar. I like the lemon, especially when it's being paired with fish.
Right. I'm going to try the lemon more in vinaigrettes.
See, that's coming together really nicely. That looks
Okay.
that looks great.
And what's next?
That looks great. So we can set that aside now.
will do.
So if you're having an entertaining for a party, you can make the vinaigrette the day before. This will last about a week in the fridge.
And
it
that's a
stays
big help to just have it there.
Nice and fresh and vibrant. Just give it a mix up before you use it again.
And how long do the tomatoes go? Should we be taking a look? Or
The
they're
tomatoes
fine?
take about 6 to 8 minutes, so we're
Okay.
at about 3
Okay.
to 4 minutes right now.
Yeah.
So now this is the fennel.
So hold it up really
Yep.
good, because fennel's an interesting vegetable.
So
Not a fruit, right?
No, it's a vegetable.
Looks like celery.
It does. The stalks are edible. You can use the stalks. You can use the ferns as an herb garnish. It has a very similar taste to dill.
Dill, it looks like
Yes.
dill.
Yeah, it does.
Very,
yeah.
it smells
Very
delicious.
mild.
When I'm making dressings or something, if I could take some of this fennel and take the ferns from the top, chop it up, throw it in the dressing.
Yeah. Put it
right in
It'll
there.
just add another
Right.
aspect to it.
Right.
For this application, we're going to use
The
the
bulb.
fennel bulb. So all I'm going to do is take it out so it's nice and flat on the top.
Yeah.
We always need flat so we can cut.
Yes.
Right.
So I brought today my mandolin. I use the mandolin.
This is a serious mandolin.
Yeah, it is. So anytime you're using any tools or anything you
Need
want,
this here?
that's for later, yes.
Okay.
So this comes with a guard. You can put it inside. I picked this up. So it's just gonna, very small slices, very thin.
So do you see what it's doing? It's
Yeah, yeah.
almost like angel hair-ish. Really thin pieces of fennel.
Oh, you smell it.
My husband loves licorice, so he might
Yes.
like fennel.
May I have that small bowl, please?
Sure.
Wow. That made quick work of that, didn't it?
Yeah,
Very
it
quick.
makes the job very
Versus
easy.
kinda
When
slice
you're
it.
using the proper tools to do the proper job.
Yeah.
It slices up really
Yeah.
thin. For something like this, I use a little bit of lemon juice, olive oil, maybe a little bit of salt and pepper, and this is going to garnish the fish and give it that
And
very
top.
yeah. It's just going to make it give it a little bit more flavor than the arugula and everything. It just
Right.
really, it has a very distinct flavor that you can't really match with anything else.
okay.
So we're gonna.
So that
I'm
just
I'm
sits
gonna-
there with the oil?
Yeah, I'm just gonna add a
Little
little
bit.
bit olive oil
That might be like a teaspoon or two, not much.
and then just a little dash of lemon juice,
Okay,
and then just let that sit.
okay.
And now for the salmon. So I brought two different sides
I
of
help you
salmon.
unwrap?
Yeah, you can unwrap that for me, please.
And if I know
Farm
you,
raised,
it's high
right?
Farm
quality.
raised.
Farm raised. So Carlos and I were discussing
We were.
farm versus wild.
I much prefer the farm.
Yes.
The
So the-
wild's
But everything you
good
read
thrive.
It
says
is.
get wild.
The
Now, you want it like
yeah.
that?
So for the
Okay.
different salmon, so I have skin on and skin off. The way that farm raised and wild has come so far. The farm raised now is all the Faroe Island farm raised salmon, which is up towards Iceland. It's raised in pens out in the water, so it's constantly moving. It's not inside.
So it's not like it used to be
yeah,
a tight little.
tight and little aquarium
Yeah,
type
yeah.
bags.
I mean, it's a lighter color. The wild is
Yep.
redder
Right.
looking.
So when I'm doing salmon skin on, I squeeze the fish up a little bit, and I give it a little bit of cut right through the skin.
So the skin is edible. We
Yeah.
were discussing before, and I've seen people eating it on TV, but you eat it,
Absolutely. Love it.
and you think you couldn't eat it.
No, I know.
Really?
The way-
I would think.
The reason why I put the little cuts in the skin when you're searing it, it tends to fold up if you don't have the cuts in it, so the fish kind of folds
Oh,
up.
okay.
You put
Oh,
little
yeah,
slices in
real
the skin,
wrinkle. This
it
keeps
it
keeps
open.
it flatter.
Okay.
I'm going to
Can you
take a
pass
look
me
at
the oil,
the
please?
tomatoes.
Sure.
Oh, they're pretty close to done.
It's been about 9 minutes.
Supposed to be
do you want
6
pop
to
those
8.
out?
Yeah,
Maybe.
you can give them a check.
Sure.
They look pretty good. They could be
So
a
now-
little mushier.
I'm using non-stick pans. I've had them on, getting into a medium-high heat. With the skin on, you're gonna put the skin in first. And I always drop the fish in so it folds away from me, so it doesn't splatter the oil on top of you.
Now, this recipe said thin skied up. So I have to change that.
This is so if you're doing skin on. So the recipe that I wrote is for skinless fish. So I brought
see.
the skin on so I can show you how to do crispy fish.
Right,
So-
so the skin goes down first.
Yep. Your presentation side always goes down first.
I see,
So with this fish, this is the skin off.
right,
I'm gonna put the skin side up.
Right.
Because you want and always fold it down away from you. It'll stop that
doesn't-
oil splatter
yeah.
onto you.
and this is a kind of quick cook, high heat.
So you want to just go into the pan, you don't really want to fiddle with it too much. Gonna wash my hands in between.
Oh, yeah, always wash your hands when you're handling raw.
Fish, yeah.
Anything,
meats.
fish, chicken, whatever. Pretty important.
Yes.
This looks like, now how, these look like what, 6 ounce pieces?
Yeah, 6 to 8
maybe?
ounces, fresh fish. So you want just to let it sear on that. It's gonna be about 4 minutes on each side.
And you
then-
said don't play with it.
Don't play with it, just a little bit. When I put it into the pan, I give it a little bit of shake to coat that pan with the oil and make sure that it's going very well.
But I'm the one with the spatula always going, well, maybe I'll turn it over and
Yeah.
see how it looks.
So
Don't do it.
No, you can see the
Don't
fish.
do it.
You can see the fish starting to cook coming up the
Right, yeah,
sides.
the color's changing.
So I give it about 4 minutes on each side. I like my salmon a little bit more than medium.
Okay.
A lot of people like their salmon medium rare or so.
Right.
It just depends on what
So
you
what
like.
does that mean, wetness? When
So,
when you tell people?
Inside the middle of the fish, you have, it goes from, this would be raw. So
Right.
as it cooks through, that color dissipates and it gets more, white fish goes translucent. And it goes from translucent to flaky.
Yeah.
The salmon will go from the light pink to the darker pink, cooked all the way through. The muscle structure will start to pull apart as it gets cooked a little bit more.
And of course, the thicker part in the middle.
Yes.
And the edges get cooked
Get
kind of
cooked all the way
quicker,
through.
yeah.
Grab these tomatoes to show
Oh, they look
what we're looking
fabulous.
for.
Yeah.
Look at this.
So the tomato skin starts to split.
Yeah, and wrinkle a little.
And wrinkle up a
but
little bit.
Most of them are still whole.
Yeah, and that's what you want. You're not looking for any color on them. They're gonna wilt down a little bit.
You wanna put them in
And
a
then-
bowl,
Yeah,
or-
that's fine. And they come out a little bit sweeter as you do it.
Because they've cooked up a little bit.
Yes.
Yum. If you
We
don't watch
saving
me, I
any of
might
this
sneak
stuff?
one.
Excuse me.
Are we saving any of
No,
this?
we're good right now.
Okay.
So we're at about 2 minutes right now on this fish. I'm just gonna take a quick peek. So the best way to get crispy skin, nice seared fish, you keep it on that medium high and you just let it go. It's not gonna really burn unless your pan is smoking hot.
Okay.
This crispy skin, the key to skin on fish, you want it to get crispy skin.
Okay.
When the skin's not really crispy, it's not really that delicious.
So when
Yeah,
it's the color of the skin is kind of a blue-gray.
Yes.
Does it stay blue-gray when it's
No, it's gonna
cooked?
get to more of a
Blackish, yeah.
grayish deeper color. So I can see that skin.
Yeah.
Right, that's coming along.
Yeah, it's coming along really well. The skin has fat in it as well, so that's gonna help it crisp up and
Right,
sear
the
as
skin,
well.
the fat is close to the skin,
Yes.
that I know. So want to do the arugula, is it too
Yeah,
soon?
we can do the arugula salad now. I'm gonna
wash some bowls?
Yeah, we can use that bowl.
I'm
You know what?
I'm
Let's
just
do
gonna
this.
rinse it?
Well, that's the tomatoes.
Yes.
We'll use the larger bowl. That had the tomato.
That's
Okay.
okay, it just has oil in the
Yeah,
tomato
it's the
in it.
oil in the
No
ball
problem.
salmon. So for the salad,
So is this baby arugula or regular?
this is a regular arugula.
And it's nothing, just plain, you haven't done anything
Nope,
to it?
nothing to it. So that would be about one salad per person.
Okay.
It's about a handful,
Okay.
about 4 ounces.
This is the plate we're
So
gonna use.
what we're gonna do is split up the arugula into
2 bowls?
two bowls.
Okay.
We'll do that one first.
Okay.
So if you want to add, I usually do about 2 ounces per salad.
2 ounces.
Yeah.
Vinaigrette,
So
do you
for
want
the
the
vinaigrette,
spoon, or?
You can
Yeah.
use this spoon, mix it up a little bit, and I would say give it a little mix, and then probably about 4 spoonfuls
Okay.
will be for one salad. So we did 2 salads in here, so it would be about 8 spoonfuls.
Now
Okay.
that's starting to not smell bad, but you
Yep.
can smell it
You can start
cooking.
to, so now you can
And
see,
you can see the edges are getting
the edges are
whiter.
crisping up.
Yeah,
So what I'm gonna do.
that one looks like a piece of steak.
Yeah, this one's coming pretty well. So now I'm gonna flip this.
We always said one of these goes easier than the other. Wow,
So
show it.
nice and
Show
crisp.
it up. See that, how crispy the skin is?
Skin
It
is
almost looks
crisp.
like chicken skin or
Yes.
something like that.
And that's how you want your fish to be if you're gonna be eating the skin.
Right.
So now this pan is going a little bit slower.
Yep, one side always does.
So I'm gonna flip this fish as well. It's got a nice sear on it.
Yeah, it really looks very good. And that was that salt and pepper or
Salt-
nothing?
yep, salt
Yeah,
and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
So that's a nice little salt and pepper, nice
Right.
sear on the fish.
And you can't see this, but I can, that it's, raw in the middle, cooked like the first, maybe half an inch down or a quarter of an inch down, and then
Perfect.
raw in the middle. Fabulous.
We have a pair of
This is
tongs
even sort of
or-
like
Pair
a
of tongs.
fish plate. I want you to see that with the little sort of fish-looking thing.
Pair of tongs.
We don't know
Oh, we
about
just
that.
use 2
Do we have tongs?
We don't know. Here,
Right there.
which ones do you like?
That'd be perfect.
Okay.
Just you want to plate it up
Lay it
right
up,
in the
Thank
middle?
you,
Sure.
Pam, for having everything we need.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just we'll round it up right in the middle, and this will be. So if you're doing a party at your house and you want to do platter style, it's easier. You put it out, put a nice
Put it all
platter,
out,
put it out
people
front,
take
and
what they
people can
want.
take what they want.
And we're just doing it so you can see it better,
Yeah.
as opposed to individual plates. I'm just gonna bring this over here so you can see what we did. Okay, so the arugula is on the base,
Yep.
the fish goes next.
Nope, we're gonna do the tomatoes next.
Tomatoes
Oh, the
next.
tomatoes go next. Here's another spoon if you need them.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And if you put a little bit of sugar on top of, would they brown up a little bit quicker, a little harder? a little-
The fish would it would definitely sear up a little bit more, but it's gonna add that sweetness flavor.
that you probably don't want,
No.
right? Yeah.
There's a recipe that I use that has like a hoisin glaze. And,
yeah,
and
nice.
that with that sugar,
It's sort of like an Asian glaze, the hoisin.
that sugar content really
Look how
adds-
beautiful that looks.
adds
Put some
to it.
around the edge. We're not doing another plate.
No, we can
Put it
do
all on here. Okay, so, look, this is so
Yeah, it's
gorgeous
very
and
pretty
colorful.
already.
Oh my God, people.
Yeah. I know what I'm cooking tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That and that.
So look how wonderful this looks.
Yeah,
And
that
there's nothing
salmon
even
looks-
on it. You could
That's
serve
good to know.
arugula, vinaigrette, and tomatoes.
Yeah.
So I always use the springback test.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah, 5
So what's that?
So
With
as
your finger.
as you're touching the fish, see how it's really not springing back? It's a little bit, that's still undercooked.
Yes.
So this
Yeah.
one's starting to spring back.
Yeah.
The thicker one is actually a little bit more cooked than the
Oh,
other
no
one.
kidding, yeah.
Yeah, it's just probably the way that the pan wasn't on the burner.
The smaller
But
burner.
this one's not
Not
springing
done.
back, so
Right.
it's not done
You know,
yet.
it's the same as when you're doing steak.
Steak, yes.
And you press
Sure.
it, and if it's too hard, it's overdone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I always look for, desired tenderness.
Huh?
5
what's-
minutes.
5 minutes?
what
Yep.
somebody wants.
Yeah.
So we can put this, this salmon, I believe, is probably
It looks like it's done,
exactly where I'd want it.
right? You'd serve
Kinda
it, what was
drain
the
it.
skin?
Skin
Side
side
up?
up.
Inside out.
So if I'm gonna do seared skin, I want the skin side up so it doesn't, when you put it down on something, it's gonna get soggy.
Yeah, yeah.
So keep
Right,
that,
yeah.
doesn't stay crispy.
keep that skin side up. I'll show you the sear on this too. So you flipped
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Both sides have a nice sear on it. So I'll keep the skin side up on
Yeah,
both sides.
that looks pretty.
And now this
That
is your
piece is probably done.
this is your presentation
Okay,
side.
yeah, yeah.
Because that's the first side that you put down. It's going to have the best sear on it. Drain some of that excess fat off.
Unbelievable looking.
Yeah,
My
that smells
God,
delicious.
What a
It
meal.
looks delicious.
And
What
now
a meal.
the finishing touch is going to be
The
the
fennel.
fennel. I'm just going to add a little bit of salt. I didn't add the salt in the beginning while I was sitting because the salt's going to draw out some of that moisture.
Oh, okay.
So when you salt things, it draws
Yeah,
out moisture.
right.
Yeah, so it was going to sit, so I didn't want it to really draw out any of that moisture.
I'll move over here so they can see what you're doing.
So this is just the shea fennel that I use the mandolin for.
And you know, when you get chefy food as opposed to the food you do at home, everything kind of builds from the bottom up.
Yes.
And the flavors of everything from the bottom go through each bite.
In the presentation.
My
And the
whole thing is,
presentation, of
yes,
course.
I always like things high and tight.
High and tight.
High and
yeah,
tight.
yeah.
So I put my stuff,
So no more of the, this is over here, this is over
Yes.
here, this is over here on the plate.
Yeah.
It's all like, and you know, when one of the shows we did years ago with the executive chef then of Amelia's,
Yep.
and he put a little sauce at the bottom, and he said,
A
that
schmear.
sauce with every bite makes a big, big difference in the taste.
right.
So to
And
you-
that may be true with this.
To use some of the products that we already have, we already had that fennel.
Yep.
So I'm just adding a little
No
bit
waste,
of
kids.
that,
Right.
that
No
fennel
waste.
fern right on top.
Look at this. I
Right.
mean, my God, come on, look at
Right,
this.
it's restaurant style.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And it's something
Right
you can-
here in Stoughton.
Yes,
Right.
and this is something that you can do easily at
Unbelievable.
your house. For the most part, it's 5 ingredients.
Yeah.
You have your arugula, your tomatoes, your salmon,
I mean,
and your
none of
fennel.
it's really
No.
hard.
No.
And we did
Can
it
we
in
make a
30
space
minutes.
for a
Yes, we
picture?
did.
Right, so you can
Yeah.
make dinner at home,
Yes.
this good, this elaborate.
Right
and-
for somebody to,
Yeah.
even if you're entertaining. It's all stuff that you can pick up at your local farmer's market, your local supermarket, anything.
Yeah.
It's very easily put together.
So can we, I want to make sure everybody sees us with this dish. Can we move that aside? So I just want you to see this.
Yeah, that's very
Look
pretty.
at this.
Yeah.
So I don't know about you, Carlos. Have you got a fork?
I'm gonna go get a fork.
Yeah, wait a minute.
I'm
I'll
gonna
get
go
you.
get a fork.
So
Wanna
if you're
taste
eating the
this?
skin side,
Yep.
Yep.
do you need to cut it?
You could, yeah, you're probably gonna need to cut it. It's not gonna flake apart as
No.
easily as the
Look
fish
at
would.
this, though.
But
Oh, my God.
if you
Is
see
that
the
fabulous.
as
Look at it.
Sharon just pulled it apart, look at the doneness.
Yeah.
It still has that little bit of pink in the
Little
middle.
bit,
Yeah,
yeah. Not
And-
too dry.
And that's the way that I like my fish. I don't want it to dry out. I
Right,
want the
right.
salmon to be cooked a little bit. And then the edge of
Yeah.
this skin on, I mean, the skin will pull apart
Mm.
with a fork.
So we have like a second, so let's bite.
Let's bite.
We don't
Sure.
always eat on the show and eat on camera, but we really want to see how this is.
It's really good.
Thank you.
Tomatoes.
And the tomatoes.
It's delicious.
Unbelievable. You guys, you need to make this.
Yes.
Absolutely.
No, you can't get this at your restaurant because it's not a lunch.
It's something that we will offer as a special.
Ah.
Yes. And I was running salmon for a little while, so we do have
Delicious,
salmon.
delicious,
Yeah.
delicious.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to seeing you on the next Get Fresh. And thanks to Joe Deagle
Thank you
from
very much,
Deag's
Sharon.
Diner.
Thank you, Carlos. Thanks for being my sous
Fabulous.
chef.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, guys.
Bye-bye.